And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And the Bills hit 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. But he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow on play action. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 14 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Now Burrow on 1st down. This is the tight end fan, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. They go play action with Burrow. Open target here is Matthews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. That last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a super.
Now Burrow loses the football. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devin White. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Second and 3 from the 9.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
And now out come the Bills. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
This is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Isaiah Simmons buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
A beautiful fake. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. From the 39, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
The Jets pick up just their second victory of the year in 10 tries. It's been a struggle from the start.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
2nd and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. A good pickup there at 22. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and goal from the 1. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
First down. Here's Burrow. Olave over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Phillips, his 2nd sack of the night. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. He's got his big tight end, Fant. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Burrow.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right